Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account and the new patch is up, which means we do get access to Leica, the awakened version of Leica. Very, very cool looking in the design, guys. I want to run through the skills and abilities because over on the data mined information, a lot of people were saying some of the information might not be correct. So I want to run through and I also want to look at the arena, see exactly what she looks like. But overall, guys, looks pretty spot on to the original. Looks a little bit more epic. The bow is kind of unusual, even with the shooting kind of animation here. If I can get her to actually shoot, it's kind of interesting how they did make the weapon. But let's run through this, guys. So summoning meteors. Now this, of course, is the ultimate ability. Shoots a starburst arrow at the enemy, dealing damage equal to 300% of the attack rating, and then summoning 9 meteors. So this makes me, again, think of Scarlet. So she is going to do 1 initial damage. Then it is going to be 9 meteors. How fast they're going to come is what we're going to have to see. After short delay, the meteors each damage an enemy, dealing damage equal to 100% of the attack rating plus 10% of the target's current health. Now that is big to know, guys, because 10% of the target's current health means that if it is low, it's not going to do as much. But if it is, and again, I'm thinking level deficiency where they have a ton more health is going to make a big difference. Bosses, we know they're going to stay essentially full health. Short of the Nightmare Corridor. Total damage cannot exceed 300% of the attack rating. Starburst arrows prioritize attacking the most distant enemy hero. So if Leica is on the back line, they're going to target the other back line versus the tanks, while meteorites prioritize attacking heroes evenly. So that again is going to be kind of random. If Starlight Blessing is in effect, meteors will deal AoE damage to the targets, but this damage will not inflict star power for Starlight Protection. So now we have an AoE factor with the 9 meteors, which is going to be awesome to see how much damage she is really putting out. When an enemy is damaged by the skill, dodge is reduced, magic suppression 10 points for 6 seconds, or up to 6 stacks. Now that means that, of course, some of the rangers, any hero that dodges or has that magic resistance is going to be nullified, which again is super strong. The damage of starburst arrows increased to 350% of the attack rating. Max damage of the meteorites is 350% of the attack rating. Now, a lot of players are also saying that the max damage of this is per meteor. So again, we're going to have to see exactly what that looks like. Now, Starlight Protection, this is kind of interesting. Normal attack and skills have a 10% chance to ignore shields, which means she is going to burn through targets if this essentially triggers with that 10% probability. When hitting enemy heroes or bosses, like inflicts 1 stack of star power on them. When 15 stacks inflict, Leica removes all star power to grant the starlight to the allied heroes, increasing their attack rating by 30% for 10 seconds. So if you can get through the 15 stacks pretty quick, guys, the 10-second essentially is the cooldown. After 10 seconds, you might be able to run through the stacks. So what I'm saying is if we're stacking those starlight on the enemy, and we get to those 15 stacks, we trigger it for 10 seconds. During those 10 seconds, if we can essentially get 10 to 15 more stacks, this should trigger again when this ends, kind of overriding it, depending how fast or how much haste we can put on her to actually build that starlight up very quick. Starlight Blessing is in effect, then the removing of the starlight stacks will also deal 200% of the attack rating, plus extra damage equal to 30% of the attack rating for every stack of star power on the target. Total damage cannot exceed 500% of Leica's attack rating, which again is huge. Now, Starlight also increases accuracy and magical efficiency by 30 points. Now, if you remember here, guys, right here, we're nerfing the magical suppression. We're boosting up the magical efficiency on this side, which means it's going to be huge for casters. And again, I feel like they almost built her for a specific formation to work in here. Leica is immune to control effects while casting the skill, and when she grants Scarlight, she is also granted control immunity to targets for a short amount of time. Then accuracy goes up by 100 points. Magic efficiency goes up by 50 points, guys. Going to be crazy. And I'm also thinking like if Leica is running with the awakened version of Belinda, just because of the damage, or even Scarlet, the damage they put out, it's going to be kind of incredible. Tricia, a couple other ones that we could see doing incredibly well. Every time Leica casts a skill, the attribute bonus granted by Starlight increases by 10% for up to 10 increases. Again, that is going to boost all of the attributes that they're gaining in here. putting the magical efficiency through the roof. Now, looking at the Starfall Smite, at the start of battle, shoots a Starfall arrow and deals damage equal to 200% of the attack rating to all enemies on the enemy side of the battlefield. So right off the bat, guys, she's going to be doing a lot of damage to the enemy side. Allied heroes in the same line as Leica become her followers, which again makes me wonder if we're going to put her in the back middle. And Leica and her followers join battle after a delay of 3 seconds. Again, they didn't do a haste. I know a lot of people were disappointed that they didn't do a haste. Until Leica joins the battle, she and her followers are untargetable and immune to all damage, while damage to other allies is reduced by 80%. So it looks like 3 seconds. So you're going to have the followers come out a little bit of a delay, kind of like what we see with Zolrath. The enemies that do come out early, or the allies that come out early, are going to have an 80% damage reduction. If Starlight Blessing is in effect, the Starlight Arrow deals 2 extra strikes, damage equal to 250% of the attack rating. When Leica joins the battle, all allied heroes are blessed, increasing physical pierce, magical pierce for 10 seconds. All right, guys, so we have physical pierce, we have magical pierce, we have magic suppression on this side, and then here we have accuracy and magic efficiency. She's a ranger, guys. That's something, as much as I'd like to think that she is support. Starfall Ally recovers Leica and her followers for 500 energy. That is right, guys, half of an ultimate ability. Enemies hit by the Starfall arrow can have no more than 500 energy until 5 seconds after the battle. So there's going to be an energy mitigation factor right there, as well as an energy boost. Then, of course, guys, the Star Chaser. When using the normal attack, she enters a star shine state for 1 second, granting immunity and control and reducing damage she takes by 60%. So massive damage reduction right there. If an enemy hero is near Leica, she'll move to a position of fewer enemies. So this reminds me of a couple other heroes that we have that actually move depending on, or leap back, move out of the way, depending on where the enemies are. Leica's normal attack deals damage equal to 250% of the attack rating to the target. The enemy hero furthest away and all enemies on a straight line between the two enemies when hitting the target. If there are no other selectable enemies, the attack will deal extra damage equal to 250% of the attack rating. Now, again, pretty interesting. This can be somewhat situational, but very, very interesting. The first normal attack after casting Starlight Protection will be enchanted, increasing the damage by 50% of the attack rating. If Starlight Blessing is in effect, the enhanced normal attack will deal an extra damage equal to 15% of the target's max health. Again, depending how much health or where their health is scaled, everything that she has is based on the target's max health, which means scaling, level scaling, things of that nature will work incredibly well. The extra damage cannot exceed 500% of the attack rating. Now, when a non-intelligent based hero deals damage with a normal attack, if their accuracy is higher than their dodge, than the target's dodge, then the point of surplus accuracy increases the damage by 0.1 for the max increase of 60%. As if this is 60% more damage, that is crazy, crazy strong. With an intelligence-based allied hero deals damage with their ultimate, if their magical efficiency is higher than the magical suppression, then each point of magical efficiency increases the damage by 0.3 for a max of 60 again, based on there. Starlight Blessing is in effect. All of Leica's normal attacks and skill damage or deal extra damage based on the surplus accuracy. So again, it's going to make a big difference with the amplification factor here and where you have your heroes built. So the stronger, the higher that you build these heroes out with, the magic efficiency and things of that nature, they're going to do a lot more damage when Leica is in the formation. Then, of course, guys, increases allies' heroes' accuracy by 20%, magical efficiency by 20%. Leica's other skills are enhanced. So not only are we getting this SP effect, which is going to give you a big, big bonus in there, going to be cool to see. It is going to be really cool to see exactly how well. Let's check her out, guys, and see exactly what this hero looks like in these formations. So I want to try the wooden dummy and just see, is they're going to drop her rate. There's the 3-second delay. And I turned on the animation effects, guys. Very cool. Look at that. Let's slow this down. I want to see, there's stars that align. Boom. All bringing the lasers. Or the stars or the meteors. Because here comes the meteors. So 9 meteors. And then the meteors were, so they rain down instantly. It's not like Scarlet that does it over time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it looks like 9 might be up there connected. So they rain down instantly, which is huge, guys. That is absolutely huge. That though it is going to rain down together. Animation skill, very, very cool. But all 9 of those rained out. So again, if there's one single target, they're going to rain down on literally one single target. Let me see by herself. Look at the damage. Holy cow. That's what I wanted to see, guys. Because remember, the start of battle. But look at the damage in here. Boom. You're talking, I mean, I know Rigby healed up a little bit, but look at the targets back here. I mean, they're at what, about 50%, maybe about 50%? That is kind of crazy. Wondering if we put like a Tamris in here. There, we'll put some crowd control. Let's see Ivan. Let's see Ivan buffer up. So boom, those 2 targets go in, which remember is a massive, massive reduction to the damage they're taking. Yeah, I don't even think we can get, look at that, 6 million. I don't even think we can get the heroes to live in here. All right, guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Leica. And as always, thank you guys for watching.